All right, Pivothead was nice enough to send us a sample of their HDHF camera. That stands for High Definition Hands-Free. And it's basically a pair of glasses with an embedded video camera that can record 8 megapixel stills or 1080p HD video. I mean, come on, it's a wearable video camera. Check this out. The idea here is that you wear these glasses and you have a sensor here in the middle, which I'm told is a Sony sensor, very similar to the ones used in high-end cell phones such as the iPhone 4. Records into internal memory, has 8 gigabytes of internal memory here. And you got controls on the top here. Basically, whatever you're looking at should be what's recorded into the camera. But enough about specs, you can read those. Let's take these outside and see how they perform. All right, I'm outdoors with the Pivothead glasses on, recording at 1080p, 30 frames a second. And there's no display on these things, so I can't see exactly how this is coming out. I'll have to check the computer afterwards. But it is an overcast day, so the sky is a little bit darker than normal, but there should be enough light out here to do an adequate test. While I was walking, I did a test earlier, that the footage came out very shaky. And I was surprised because I figured that people usually keep their head still when they walk, but apparently you don't. You move your head a lot as you walk. And so if you're going to be doing some first person perspective while walking, I don't think, I found the footage to be kind of, made me a little sick. If you're holding still and you're doing something with your hands, let's say I was pushing somebody in the swing over here, and you have both hands available to you like this, I think the footage for something like this is actually very useful, and you have both hands available, even if I weren't holding a marker, you'd have both hands available, and you'd be able to not have to hold a camera, or even if you're going to use your cell phone, you wouldn't have to hold your cell phone in order to do this. Again, if you're going to be doing some kind of hands-on video, an unboxing, or how to fix something, and you want both hands available, this could actually be pretty useful. I'm going to go inside and see how this stuff looks on the computer. All right, so let's take a closer look here. There's really not many controls. There's just the power button over here, and there's 2 rocker buttons on the left-hand side here. And you press the front button to start and stop video, and the back button to take pictures, which can be done during video recording as well. Now, there's no screen or anything to see what you're doing, but you do have little LEDs here to tell you what the status of the camera is. See, if I hit this, I'm recording. I'm actually not going to record my hand because I'm in front of the sensor, but you can see the blinking light tells me that we're recording video, blue light tells me that it's on, and if I plug it in, you see green light's charging. Now, on the bottom here, you have your USB port. This is how you connect it to the computer to read your 8 gigabytes of internal memory. Now, what I liked about this is actually that there's no drivers or anything required to plug this into your computer. The computer recognizes it as a mass storage device, so you can just drag and drop whatever you want as soon as it's plugged in. Now, I didn't record anything for too long. I think the longest clip I tried recording with it was about 10 minutes. It did get kind of warm to the touch. I can't imagine that it would get hot enough to be uncomfortable, but that's something to be aware of, that this does actually heat up a little bit. It does record 30 frames a second, which is standard for NTSC video capture here, here in the United States at least. It also supports recording in 60 frames a second if you're willing to lower the resolution to 720p instead of the full 1080. Now, 60 frames a second is great if you want to get some dramatic slow motion, which would be really cool if you're doing some kind of adventure thing, skydiving or anything like that, and you want to get some dramatic slow motion with it, you can do that. What I did find disappointing, though, is that it doesn't offer a native 24 frames a second mode. Now, I usually record video at 24 frames because I like the cinematic look, and 24 frames a second is what they use for cinema. And when I would like to be able to integrate this with my other camera footage to get a perspective shot, a first-person perspective during a documentary or something like that, and I'd like to be able to intercut it with other 24p footage, and I can't do that because the closest option is only 30. Now, that's something that could be introduced with a firmware update. Pivothead, if you're listening, that would be awesome if you guys could do that. But otherwise, I'm still really impressed with this product. I think it's a really great idea. It's a great design. It gives cameras like the GoPro Hero a run for their money. Oh, also, inside the case here, I should mention, this is really nice. And then they've sewn in a quick start guide to tell you what the lights mean, because otherwise there's really no, it's not so self-explanatory what the lights do. What they mean if something's blinking, why the heck is that thing blinking? You can look in here, it'll tell you what everything means. And they gave you a little cloth to clean it, and all in all, I think Pivothead gave us a solid offering here. Quality-wise, I I can't tell how well it compares with the GoPro Hero. From the GoPro Hero footage that I've seen, there seems to be a little bit less noise in the images and video. Again, in low light, neither of them are going to give you a good picture. That's because of the small sensor, and that's just how it's going to be. It's just the nature of the beast. It is a bit, I think, at least on par, if not higher quality than the high-end cell phones on the market. I mean, come on, guys. It's a wearable video camera. That's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to using this. I'm hoping I can use this for some other video reviews. Instead of mounting my camera here on a tripod, I'm thinking of just wearing the glasses and talking about the product, and you can see from my perspective. I think that's pretty cool. Hopefully we'll try that out for our next video review here at techcitement. Thanks a lot for watching. This is the Pivothead Durango Chameleon. And yeah, great product. Look out, GoPro.